Hello, I'm Teresa Rivera. This is my resubmission of Psychology at Work. With this project, I watched two videos, The Secret and Dr. Seligman's The New Era of Positive Psychology. The Secret is based upon theory. It's the law of attraction. Pretty much what it means is what you let into your life is what you get out of life. It tells about how people are magnets and you draw things in. If you're going to draw negativity in, you're going to lead a negative life. If you're going to draw positive things in, you're going to lead a positive, healthy, and happy life. It tells us how people have approximately 60,000 thoughts a day. Also with the law of attraction, they were talking about on the video how when you bring things positive into your life, you get more out of them. There was a statement, people need to master their thoughts and feelings. With that, I started thinking about that. What that told me was that's something that I could work on. When I was listening to their examples, by me saying, I want to master this project, that's really a negative thought, according to the video. Me saying, I am going to master this project is the positive way of thinking. So that made me start to really think about that and realize that I probably have a lot more negative thoughts than I do positive thoughts. With the law of attraction and the secret video, there's no scientific proof behind any of this. They use an example of a gay man. He goes to work and he is bullied by people at work. He walks the streets, he's bullied by people on the streets. He's a stand-up comedian and nobody likes his act. He started thinking more positive and he started listening to self-help videos. After he was doing these things, people on the street started to leave him alone. People at work stopped bullying him or they left that job. And people started to like his stand-up comedian act. Now, there's no proof that the secret or like the law of attraction was to blame for any of those good things to happen. It's just something that happened. So with that, I'd have to say that with the secret video, there's no scientific proof based off from the examples that they gave and the fact that this is mainly to do with theory. The second video was Dr. Seligman's The New Era of Positive Psychology. With that, I found that there is a lot of scientific proof behind this. They have found that there's testing that was done for some drugs and counseling effects that actually help cure things. These testings was done on thousands of people. Things worked and things didn't work. They got to throw out the things that did not work and keep the things that did work. So with that, those were testings in controlled environments on thousands of people. So that is scientific proof that the new era of psychology works. In the video he talks about psychology over the past 60 years, how there is good, not good, and not good enough. The good is that there have been 2 victories on the disease model. There's been 2 cures, and there's been treatment for 14 other diseases. The not good is that people with normal lives they were forgotten about. And the last was that they didn't develop positive interventions. The not good enough referred to, in time, technology, entertainment, and design will be able to increase happiness and pleasure. Dr. Seligman also talked about 3 types of happy lives. The pleasant life, where you get pleasure out of companionship. The good life, which they also call the engagement life, is where the person is capable of flow, which means in time stops as you're in deep concentration. And the last one was the meaningful life, where you know your strengths and you use them. With those, I have found that Obviously, with Dr. Seligman's video, that's obviously more scientifically proven. So with that, I'm going to give some examples of how I deal with stress and how I didn't deal with stress well. My first is how I deal with stress. I deal with stress every day at work. I have projects, like right now I have 4 projects. I have a deadline of 2 weeks. With them, I get very stressed out because there's so much work. There's so many people asking, where are you with these? When are they going to be done? So if I have to at work, I prioritize what needs to be done. The ones that are going to impact the customer first get done out the door first. If I get too stressed out, I take a quick walk, I breathe, and then I come back, I prioritize my list, and I just start working. It makes me feel a lot better. The situation when I didn't deal with stress very well is, I'm going to say that the most recent one was this project. I submitted this project probably about a month ago. I thought I did everything I was supposed to do. I did my handbook and I did my video. I submitted it. I got a not yet. With that, I got a huge, a huge feedback of what I didn't do that was requested. I kind of skimmed through it and then I just set it aside. I didn't deal with the stress right up front, which I should have. I should have read it. I should have taken it back. I should have redid my video. I should have redone my handbook and taken all of those criticisms as positive things, that it was just making my work better. I didn't include certain information that was supposed to be included. The only person to blame on that is me, not anybody else. And I was just very frustrated with the whole thing, and I don't feel like I handled it right. If I handled it correctly, I should have resubmitted it the next day or the day after. I should have taken all of those thoughts that was given back to me on what I could have done a little bit better or I missed, and not taking it all so negative. I watched other people's videos that I felt that they didn't hit those key points and they got it mastered. Well, I needed to really realize that my frustration was blinding me, that I just felt, not that everyone was out to get me or they were against me on this project, but that I needed to kind of just grow up. I needed to resubmit what I needed to submit. I need to pay attention a little bit more on the instructions, because I went back and I watched my video and I didn't give the examples that I gave in this one of how Dr. Seligman, how I felt his video was more scientifically found and what the faults were of things. So with that, I hope that this video answers and does everything that I was supposed to do. And thank